What is happening, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys an NBA Wednesday episode of my DFS podcast. Yesterday, we didn't really have that good of a night outside of the GBP lineup, but the GBP lineup went absolutely nuts. Almost got 400 points. I think it ended at 398.8 on FanDuel, and we had a lot of guys cash out with some ROI. This guy put up $30, won $875. Another guy was in a $15 tournament, took it down for $600. I think he tied a couple of other guys. So, those are the type of nights. That's the point of the GPP. We sometimes have some ugly losses, but you got to take some risks. I had KCP. Pope was not really any sort of owned last night. But, you take a risk, and if they have a great game like he did, he ran into some steals. You never know what can happen. The cash and hybrid lineups, they should be a little bit more consistent. I thought Jericho Sims was going to play last night. He started and played 13 minutes. Hartenstein played like 30 through overtime. It really didn't make any sense. Sims has been playing more than Hartenstein all year long, while Mitchell Robinson has been out. So I don't understand that at all. Ended up being a really shit play. But we move on to tonight. We have a ton of awesome matchups on tonight's slate. The Wizards and Pistons game has been postponed. I think there's been some flight issues in Texas because they don't know how to handle ice or snow. Just not prepared. Flights get canceled, and they don't know how to do anything down there when it comes to winter weather. Me being a Boston guy, it's pretty embarrassing to watch. But let's target some nice value plays here tonight. I'm doing a February Prize Picks Twitter group. DM me if you want to get in on that. It's free. It will have different plays than what I offer on my website. Trying to get more exposure to Prize Picks, as a lot of people seem to enjoy that. The only injury news to really wait on tonight is Joel Embiid and Wendell Carter in the first game with the Magic and 76ers. Then we have another fake questionable tag on Rudy Gobert, like we've seen, for the past month. He should end up playing for the Timberwolves, as long as nothing crazy happens. And then, Trae Young was out last game, but he's probable tonight in that late game, so there's not really any news to wait on. We do have some injured guys, though. That's going to open up some value spots. So let's jump into our first play here. Give this video a like and make sure you are subscribed. Trey Jones. This is a great matchup here for both teams. They're both pretty bad. They both score a lot, and they both have bad defenses. The Spurs and Kings game has a big over-under. Trey Jones has gone down to below 6,000, 5,800. They're still without Devin Vassell, so Trey Jones continues to be a top 2 offensive guy in this starting lineup next to Keldon Johnson. He needs just 28 fantasy points to hit value. He's averaging almost 30 on the year. He's more of a cash game guy. He hasn't really represented a huge ceiling, but he has a nice floor. He's going to get you 25 or more fantasy points. Very, very safe play. And we can project him for a few extra points here tonight, strictly because of the matchup against the Kings. He should play, anywhere from 27 to 30 minutes. And he's definitely a fantasy point per minute guy while Devin Vassell has been out. So, again, more of a cash game guy. He's not going to really explode to take down a tournament, but he's certainly safe for 50-50s. Shooting guard, I love this Thunder and Rockets game as well. This could be my favorite game of the night. Matchup-wise, value-wise, Eric Gordon. We have Jalen Green out once again. Kevin Porter is still out. Those two guys are the top ball handlers on the Rockets. We saw Eric Gordon see a ton of usage last game with no Jalen Green and Kevin Porter. He saw 33 minutes, 7 assists for Eric Gordon. Wild. That is not a coincidence. They really don't have anyone to handle the ball. Their center Şengün is going to be coming back, so he is going to be triple-double watch for Şengün tonight. He could easily get 10 assists. But Eric Gordon, nonetheless, he's going to see over 30 minutes. He's only 5,000. He needs 25 fantasy points to hit value. He's looking like one of the best value plays on the entire slate here with this type of usage. For small forward, Mikal Bridges, he's been really solid, and Devin Booker is still out. He's seeing extra usage. He's been actually playing better since Chris Paul has come back. It is, Chris Paul kind of forms that offense together, takes some pressure off of Mikal Bridges. He has open threes, and he does a ton on the defensive end. A steal machine. He can run into some blocks. This could end up more as a GPP play than a cash game play because his floor is a little concerning. He could easily get you a 25-point night that he did a few games ago, 29, 26.8. That's not going to get you there. That's not going to do it. At 7,300, he needs 37 fantasy points to hit value. So there's a little bit of risk here, but his upside is fantastic. He got 51.6 last game. He went on that stretch where he got over 40 fantasy points 5 straight games. So again, there is risk in this play because he can throw a dud out there. He could get you 25, which is going to hurt you. I'm probably not going to play him in cash games. I'm not sure yet. This matchup, though, is fantastic against the Hawks. Like I said, this slate, this is one of the better slates we've seen all season. The matchups are awesome. There's value out there. I am super excited for this slate here tonight. This Hawks and Suns game, another great game to pick from. Mikal Bridges, though, at 7,300, great upside, a little bit of risk. Looks like a nice tournament option. Power forward, I do like Robert Williams. Power forward looks pretty weak at this point. You could target the other Rockets guys too. Like I was saying, there's a ton of value over there. Kenyon Martin, Jabari Smith. I'm looking at Robert Williams at 5,700. He's coming back tonight against the Nets, and he's not going to have any restrictions. He just had a night off last night. They've been doing that. After his night off against Orlando on the 23rd, he saw back-to-back games of over 30 minutes, 31 and 36. We can project him for over 30 minutes tonight, and at 5,700, this guy doesn't have to do much to run into 28 fantasy points. He's a great defensive player. He'll run into rebounds. He doesn't even need to really score. Looks like a really safe option for cash games. A guy like Robert Williams, he's always been a little risky because his minutes have staggered, but it looks like his injury, outside of resting every so often, it looks like his restrictions for when he does play are pretty much out the door. That 36-minute mark against the Knicks definitely shows that he is looking pretty healthy. So if he sees over 30 minutes tonight, like we presume, he's going to probably get there at a $5,700 salary. And then for center, again, Eric Gordon's a great play. Şengün's probably my favorite play on this entire slate against the Thunder. He was out last game with an illness. He's ready to go tonight. I can only imagine what he's going to be able to do on this court tonight with no Kevin Porter and Jalen Green. The ball is going to be in his hands so much. 8,300, too cheap. He needs 41 fantasy points to hit value. He's been on an absolute tear over the last 2 weeks. A 70 spot, a 61 in there. I'm going to be loading up Şengün in a majority of lineups tonight. I don't see anyone on the Thunder stopping them, or stopping him. The front court for the Thunder stinks, so Şengün should absolutely feast tonight. Love this play. Definitely my favorite value spend up on the slate. That'll do it for this video, guys. Let's have a huge night, not only for the GPP lineup here, but for the cash and hybrid. Let's dominate Yahoo, Prize Picks. Again, I got that Prize Picks group open, so DM me. Give this video a like. Make sure you are subscribed. And until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off. See you.